How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to Character Files, the series where we take a look at prominent characters in video games and do a little digging on their profiles. On the last episode, we delved into the files of the character Shujinko, the hopeless hero of the Mortal Kombat series. This man quite literally has the worst life of any fictional character I've ever come across. If you haven't watched the video yet, you can click the link in the bio, or the card that just so happened to pop up on the top right of your screen. The winner of our last poll last week was Hydro, another forgotten ninja from the Mortal Kombat series, so forgotten in fact that he's practically unknown by a majority of the player base. It wasn't until a few of you mentioned his name in the Chameleon video that I was never aware of his existence in the Mortal Kombat series, but given the history of the character, you will soon understand why as well. If you're in the same boat as me and have no idea who Hydro is, don't worry, by the end of this video you'll have a better understanding of the character and possibly even a PhD in hydrology. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let us delve deep into the character files. Hydro is a Lin Kuei ninja that made his appearance in the 1994 Mortal Kombat comic book published by Malibu Comics, Mortal Kombat Blood and Thunder. I should mention that the series of comics that was published by Malibu are not canon to the original story of Mortal Kombat whatsoever. This is because the story creator used the original source material that was made available by the video games at the time, but also added his own twist to the stories as well, introducing new characters and even changing some of the backstories and motives of the mainline characters as well. Many share the idea that Mortal Kombat Blood and Thunder comics serve as a sort of what-if story for the Mortal Kombat universe. But it could be possible that now, with the introduction of different timelines and whatnot, that the Blood and Thunder story could be events that played out in a timeline separate from the two, well, and soon to be three, that we know of now. But in this moment in time as of now, Hydro and every other original character that was introduced in the Blood and Thunder comics is not canon to the Mortal Kombat story, which would be the main reason as to why not a lot of people have an idea of who he is. That, and no one reads books anymore. So to start things off, Hydro was a close friend of Bihan, even serving as his right-man hand of sorts. Just as his name implies, Hydro was a ninja whose main ability had been hydrokinesis, or in a less sophisticated terminology, the ability to control and manipulate water. Similar to the canonical character Rain, who in the original timeline is an Edenian demigod who is the son of Argus and the half-brother to Taven and Dagon, that also has the ability of hydrokinesis. Ironically, Hydro and Rain both appeared in the Mortal Kombat franchise around the same time, both in the year of 1995. Could this have been a planned event, or a mere coincidence? I don't know, I wasn't there. However, instead of Rain's iconic purple-colored outfit, Hydro wears an outfit very similar to Sub-Zero, although it's a bit darker blue than his, and he has two katanas that he carries on his back. Anyway, in the events of the comic books, Hydro and Sub-Zero work together to go up against Outworld and participate in the first Mortal Kombat tournament to represent the Lin Kuei and bring honor and glory to their clan. However, before the start of the tournament, the two ninjas would learn that they had been targeted by a revived Scorpion that had been killed by Sub-Zero but had returned in an effort to eliminate the Lin Kuei as a way to avenge his fallen clan, the Shirai Ryu. The Shirai Ryu had been killed by the hands of Lin Kuei members, and due to this, the Lin Kuei duo would have to watch their backs and make sure they don't fall victim to the undead Shirai Ryu ninja. During the tournament, Hydro would get into a fight with Johnny Cage and another unnamed Earthrealmer, whom he would kill after their battle, enraging Johnny Cage and raising tensions between the two combatants. Eventually, Hydro, Sub-Zero, and every other combatant present would be transported into a giant tower where they would be ambushed by Goro. Hydro managed to survive this encounter, only to be attacked by Scorpion, losing their scuffle and resulting in Hydro being killed after their battle. However, this would not be the last time we would see or hear from Hydro again. You see, there is a live-action series on the old Machinima channel that can still be viewed via re-uploads, known by the name Mortal Kombat Legacy. You may have watched it before, maybe you don't remember you've watched it, but once you see a couple clips of it, it might jog your memory back. As I said prior, this was a live-action foretelling of the events that played out in the first three Mortal Kombat games. And although it was very cool and well made, this series is also not canonical to the mainline game's events. But Hydro does appear in the series, and, well, he does not get treated very well. In this series, it seems as Hydro never faced death by the hands of Scorpion, and actually lives to see the events of the Lin Kuei's cyber initiative take off. He even gets converted into a cyborg himself. And now as a cyborg, Hydro's main purpose was to train all the new Cyber-turned Lin Kuei warriors. However, it would be his training session with Cyrax and Sector that would be fatal. After what seemed like Hydro having the upper hand in the battle, Cyrax and Sector proceed to open up a can of Shaq Fu on Hydro and give him that a good ol' razzle-dazzle. Dazed and confused, Cyrax would then slice Hydro's throat and kick off his head, marking the end of Hydro's last appearance in the spotlight. As much as I would love to see a character such as Hydro return, I just don't see that happening, given we already have a character that is similar and in my opinion ultimately better than the character that is Hydro, but don't let my opinion speak for yours. Would you like to see Hydro return and make a canonical appearance in the Mortal Kombat timeline? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like and head over to the community tab to place your poll vote on who should star in the next Character Files episode. As always, I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.